Ronaldo next United captain, Ten Hag dethrones Maguire. All of those are question marks apart from Ten Hag dethrones Maguire. It looks like it's going to happen that way. We have lots of stories to talk about. There is a youngster that has been linked to Manchester United for close to the previous 3 weeks from Derby County that has snapped United and really went to a side which goes by the names of Crystal Palace. What does that mean at Manchester United? And who are the fans of Manchester United who have been seeing United go in and get young talent and really groom it and raise it to the levels where people like David Beckham, Paul Scholes, and Giggs, Ronaldo, Wayne Rooney, and very many others really turn to be world-class players in there for you. Then we are talking about the entire back four of Manchester United. I have a story about Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I have a story about Tuanzebe, Phil Jones, and Ronaldo, the GOAT, greatest of all time from Manchester United and from Portugal. Welcome to Manchester United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Let's see this video get close to 100 likes. 100 likes. And after smashing the like button, if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel there for you. Without further ado, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, and it depends where you are in there because you are being watched from all corners of the world. Guys, there is a recent analytic that I really saw onto this channel and I was really amazed. Guys, Brazil, Argentina, and Chile watching this channel. Oh my god, big up to all the fans of Manchester United who are really watching us from Brazil, Argentina, Chile, and the entire South America. Not forgetting those watching us from America, Europe, Africa, and the world at large. Don't be annoyed that I've not really mentioned where you are, but at least I've mentioned all the continents. Austria, I think Australia is one that I really left out for you. Thank you guys for watching in, and let's get started into this video that is so much action packed. If you know the meaning of the word action packed, you're really going to get to know that it's what this video is. If you're looking for sports news of Manchester United, look no further than this channel, because we are not like big to where we are right now, but if at all you really want to get all the news from Manchester United each and every time, just subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time we upload a video onto this channel in there for you. Let's start with our first story of the day. It comes in from a man who goes by names of Fabrizio Romano, and it's really annoying. This is something I'm really going to start about it. It might sound as a rant, but I have nothing to do because I'm an ardent fan of Manchester United. I've supported United for the last 2 decades. I've seen United come up and bring in young talent, and young talent used to run to Manchester United and ask no way back. They snubbed Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, Real Madrid, and they knew that Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger would come in and really make them great because they had living examples in there for you. Before we get into that further rant, allow me bring you this story from Fabrizio Romano. He said, English talent Malcolm Ebiwei would join Manchester United. He's said to sign his contract with Crystal Palace after medicals completed this week. It's a done deal. You've heard that? It's a done deal. Ebiwei will leave Derby County to join Palace. Contract will be valid until June 2027. Everyone who has known Manchester United and what we've been doing for years will say, what is Rock and David trying to tell us about Manchester United? We are so much waiting to see the likes of De Jongs come in here, the likes of Anthony, maybe Ruben Neves, Sangares, and you're telling us about this teenager from Derby County. If you come out and pose that question to me, I'll really tell you that you don't know what Manchester United is all about. United has been all about young talent. Signing young talent that the world doesn't know, and then we put them to the level of top class or world class in there for you. Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, at least Wayne Rooney was known, Gary Neville, Phil Jones, Johnny Evans, Ben Foster, Tom Cleverley, Mason Greenwood, When you look at the likes of Hannibal, Anthony Elanga, when you see players like Anthony Elanga in the field of play, just know that's what United was all about. That was what United was all about. The Paul Pogbas of this world. I think that's when you're really going to come out and understand my point. Paul Ebide Pogba, players like those, that's what made the gist of Manchester United. It's the gum, it's the glue that really binded the senior team and the young talent. We saw Sir Alex Ferguson bring in very many young talent. Remember Adam Januzaj under Moyes when he really came into the pitch of play. Jesse Lingard. That's what United is all about. Dean Henderson. I'm talking about those players. If at all United can no longer attract such young talent, it shows you that there is something wrong in our scouting system. We are not that beautiful flower that used to attract bees to come and do pollination to us. We are no longer that beautiful team that attracted young talent. By the time we'd see Ryan Giggs had been playing for Manchester United for over 20 years, and every young player would say, I would like to go to Manchester United because this, I see Ryan Giggs, I see Paul Scholes, David Beckham, they were young from the academy and they gave him a chance. This means that every young player is snubbing us. Reason is, we are no longer that club that used to groom young talent and really make them blossom to the world. And this is not very far. Let me take you recently. I want to show you talent that has snapped Manchester United in the recent 1 or 2 years. Erling Haaland, in 2020 January, he snapped Manchester United for Borussia Dortmund. Secondly, Manchester United was snapped by a player who goes by the name of Jude Bellingham. You know that very well. Jude Bellingham snapped Manchester United and went to a side which goes by the name of Borussia Dortmund. Camavinga snapped Manchester United and went to Real Madrid. Camavinga was just 18 years. Way back, such talent would craft to come to Manchester United and they no longer craft to come to play for us. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, and I think I'm painting the picture well for you guys to see it. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this young guy who is playing for Derby, left-footed, he is really a forward who plays as a centre forward, a right forward, and a left, right, and centre forward. He plays almost very well all the front three positions of the forward line. He has snapped Manchester United, and what has annoyed me most is this young lad has not gone to Liverpool, he has not gone to Man City, he has not gone to Arsenal, he has not gone to Spurs, he has not even gone to Leicester, he has not gone to Chelsea, he has not gone to Real Madrid. He has snapped us and went to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, amongst all teams, Crystal Palace. So United cannot convince a young talent to come in at Old Trafford. That is something that you guys should really come out and be sensitive about. Something is not okay with Manchester United, and this rebuild is really going to help us. Erik Ten Hag coming in at Manchester United can be a magnet that really attracts us to young players, because he has done it way back for the last 5 years at Ajax. He brought in Matthias de Ligt, De Jong, Ziyech, Frankie De Jong. Then after some other 2 years from 2019, he brought in Gravenberch, Marzurui, Onana, he brought in Anthony, there is which other player? Julian Timber, there is Alessandro Martinez, and very many other good players. So I think the coming of Erik Ten Hag will give us an attachment and a reason for young talent to come in at Manchester United. So that is a story. I've even spent lots of time on it because that is what made United. That is what made us special. A child who really goes in there and grows from the academy, comes in through and gets to the big team, will always put out his heart out and fight for the heart of Manchester United. You see Marcus Rashford, that's what I'm talking about. People like Marcus Rashford, Welbeck, even when he's not so much talented, when he comes on the field of play, he'll make sure he really does what makes United proud. And he loves the shirt and will always kiss the flag, the badge of the shirt, the badge at the shirt of Manchester United every time we score. And every time we are losing, he'll come out and really say, no, this is not what we're supposed to be doing. We are really going to go ahead and let it happen in there for you. We're leaving that story. We go to this one. Samuel Lucas, he returned on Monday. He was on holiday, and I'm really liking the updates that is really coming in. with onto the Manchester United Evening News website, because he's a Manchester United correspondent for this website and he's a fly on the wall for Manchester United in there. And he has really come out and given us an update about Aaron Bissaka and Brandon Williams. United have informed Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Brandon Williams they are free to leave, which could give them leverage to recruit and upgrade at fullback in the FPU. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Brandon Williams, a real feel for them, especially Aaron Wan-Bissaka has not been improved ever since he came in 2019 under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So 3 years at United, not improved. Whatever he came up with from Crystal Palace is what has been giving us. Defensively, he's okay, but nowadays, no right back is going to be, no right back or left back is going to be hailed because of his defensive abilities. You must add on the attacking bit of it, because when you look at Manchester United, you are a team that is always going to be having most of the ball, especially when you're playing the 14 teams that are below you. So expect you to be having a right back that's going to come up and really attack and bring in those crosses. Aaron Bissaka was not improved by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he's a victim of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I really pity him. The same applies to Brandon Williams. I really believe that if at all United really had a better manager, Aaron Wan-Bissaka would have been a different kind of player altogether. With Erik Ten Hag coming in through and Diego Delo getting back to his grip, I really believe that it's time for him to leave. Let him go to Crystal Palace or either team that can really go and take him, because that's what he really is about. Brandon Williams, also, he's I think 20. He played so much as a left back at Manchester United, yet he's using a right foot. He's not left-footed. He really had a good season, a debut season at Manchester United, that is 2019-2020, and he is not all that player that you can say that he's really going to come up and really give you something different. But with Alex Telles and Luke Shaw, I don't see him getting enough playing time at Manchester United. So he has to go in and be sold in there for you. So they've mentioned something about leverage to recruit and upgrade a fullback at fullback. Yeah, they're talking about demo freeze, but we are waiting to see what is really going to happen, because we've not yet signed a single player. You get, because this is not, the right back is not a position that United want to enforce first. They want to first strengthen the midfield and the attacking side, the right attacking side of the wing of Manchester United. That's why you see United in for Anthony, De Jong, Eriksson, those three, and Julian Timber maybe, or Lisandro Martinez or Pau Torres. So United are looking at 4 positions, and those 4 players are really needed at Manchester United. Close to 4-5 players are needed, and I think the last player to bring in might be a right back in there for you, because very many people can come in and do. There is Layard, who was at Sansa. I think he is better than Brandon Williams and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He can come in and really put up competition on a player who goes by names of Brandon Diego Delo. So I will believe that those are okay to go. Have no problem with them. They are all suffering from the ugly works of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of not improving them at Manchester United. Then we went to another story of Samuel Lucas. You continue to say that Eric Bay and Phil Jones have outlined their intention to leave Manchester United with teammates, while Axel Tuanzebe is also available for transfer. Although sources have described the situation as delicate after 2 disappointing loans in their Formula 1. Let me first talk about Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe was also denied a chance to blossom at Manchester United by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. In the game that we played away at PSG that we won 2-1, remember, it was a penalty that Anton Martial brought. Bruno Fernandes first taken the penalty, and the goalkeeper Navas got hold of it, but he had really gone off the line, and the referee said, we are repeating it, and on the repeat, Bruno sent him the wrong side of the goal, and it really went inside. Then Anton Martial scored an own goal. The game was level 1-1, and then Marcus Rashford really scored the winner in the late dying minutes. But all of that was not what made the day. What made the day was how a player who goes by names of Axel Tuanzebe pocketed Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe is one of the modern center forwards that is a threat to every defense. But we were so much worried when Lindelof was playing with a player who goes by the names of Tuanzebe into that central defense. But Tuanzebe pocketed Mbappe. But because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was a manager who built his team on favoritism. He denied him a chance to continue at Manchester United after putting up such a performance. He continued to do that to Eric Bay. Eric Bay played to close to 3 or 4 games very well because Harry Maguire was away, or Lindelof. When one of those returned, he kicked him out of the team. So Tuanzebe is suffering because of the incompetency of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer not improving these players. He went to Aston Villa as he was trying really to make up things meet. Steven Gerrard came in, and Gerrard used the beef that he has with Manchester United and said, I'm not going to front or really give a chance to a player who plays for Manchester United. How a Liverpool fan who is ardent, I really go at Manchester United and develop their player, however talented he is. Then that also happened that way. You get? So at Napoli, he really got a back injury, and I don't know whether he's going to impress Erik ten Hag, but we are waiting to see. But for Tuanzebe, I'm really optimistic that Erik ten Hag might see a player in him because he's talented. His physicality is good on the ball. He's a good defender. He has a nice height. And in the preseason that is starting on Monday, I will believe that Tuanzebe might give Erik ten Hag glimpses of what a defender he wants. And if at all he has managed to transform defenders like Julian Timber, Alessandro Martinez into what they are right now, I think he can do it to Tuanzebe. Because Tuanzebe, when you look at his age, let me first check in here for you. Tuanzebe, Axel Tuanzebe, let me see his age. He's just 24 years of age. I think he can transform him into a good player, and he has been doing it for so long. Eric Bay and Phil Jones, for those I really believe that it's time for them. They are all going in their 30s. Phil Jones, I think, is like 29. The same applies to Eric Bay. It's time to part ways with Manchester United. If United can get £20 million out of these two defenders, Eric Bay and Phil Jones, it will be a very good bargain for them because they've hardly played football for a long time. And I am certain that United will be there wanting lots of money. I don't know what United are really doing. Just offload these players. Offload them. I was telling someone recently that before we even go into bringing Julian Timber or Paul Torres or Lisandro Martinez, one of those to come and play into the central defense, we have to first take off these defenders. Take out like 2 and you'll be left like with how many? With 4. Lindelof, Eric Bay, Rafael Varane, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Rafael Varane, Tuanzebe, and Tengi Mengi. Those are 5. Even those are so many, we have to really cut and bring in 1. That means it has to offload 3 central defenders. So I think we are so much snail pest. That's why I really came out and tweeted that this transfer of Manchester United, it's really sickening. It's sickening. It's sickening. Really, it's sickening. Why don't we really offload the players? Let's go to another story. Ten Hag wants a credible competitor for Harry Maguire, who is not certain of retaining the captaincy. This is where the story is starting to really gain momentum. Ten Hag has come out and said, I want a credible competitor for Harry Maguire who is not certain of retaining the captaincy. Now, of course, we know that Harry Maguire is a good ball-playing player, a ball-playing player, a good ball-playing player, and you can trust him to start that ball with him in the central or in the back of your defense. But the difference is Erik ten Hag believes in playing a high line. It's not that every time you're going to be getting that ball from our box. No way. Ten Hag believes in playing a high line, of which a high line is characterized by a defender being swift and quick. One of the things that Harry Maguire does not possess. He's not agile. He's not agile. He's not agile at all. He's as slow as a snail. He has a tortoise pace. And in the system of a high line, they'll beat us a lot. They'll focus so much on Harry Maguire. So that really calls for Erik ten Hag to go in and really bring in another central defender who's really going to outcompete him with pace, skill, such that when he steps on the field of play, everyone will say, all right, we don't want Harry Maguire anymore. It's good to bench him. And he's 29 years of age. He signed close to a 6-year contract at Manchester United that is going to see him leave United in 2025. That means he's left with 2 years at Manchester United. And no team right now can sign Harry Maguire and give him £200,000 that he earns at Manchester United. And I really believe to you that Harry Maguire is going to go ahead and run his contract down at Manchester United, unless otherwise he surprises us with a performance that we've never seen before under Erik ten Hag. Something that I really believe that is hard to come in and experience from Harry Maguire, because I don't really trust him at that. But the main point in there for you is this: who is not certain of retaining the captaincy? Right, the captaincy is going to be stripped of Harry Maguire. That's it. It's going to be stripped of Harry Maguire, and Erik ten Hag is going to hand it to someone else, because he believes that he cannot give someone a captaincy whom he's so doubtful of making regular starts into his starting 11 of Manchester United. Trust me, Erik ten Hag, if at all he signs in another centre back, he's not going to go in and trust Harry Maguire. Even with those available, I will believe that in the ranking, Rafael Varane is better than Harry Maguire. Victor Lindelof is better than Harry Maguire. Eric Bain is better than Harry Maguire. Twanzebe is better than Harry Maguire. Even Phil Jones. Because this modern game of play, you can't be a centre forward when you're slow as Harry Maguire. You can't. You can't. Unless otherwise, Erik ten Hag finds means of really getting him into the game. I know he's not going. I'm not meaning that he's going to be dumped totally, but he's not going to be an assured starter into the starting lineup of Erik ten Hag. That's what I'm trying to mean. So you can't really give your captaincy of a person whom you're not sure that is going to give you a 7 out of 10 in every game you're going to play. So that means Erik ten Hag will look at people like David De Gea, Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo, Cristiano. That's where he's going to be looking, not on Harry Maguire. And they've really come out and told us. Samuel Lucas says certain Harry Maguire is not certain of retaining his captaincy. That is really something that is really going to go ahead and work hard. Man United are set to keep Harry Maguire, but will look to sign a new centre back if they can afford to offload Eric Bay, Phil Jones, or Axel Twanzebe this summer. That means they want to offload 2 central defenders, and keeping Harry Maguire, it's okay to keep him. I really believe that there is a player in Harry Maguire, but it depends which team you're playing. It depends which team you're playing. You get? It depends which team you're playing, and we have to know. And the manager is going to first try his luck and see, if at all I have Harry Maguire, how many chances do I create? What is the conversion rate of Manchester United? Secondly, what is going to happen to Harry Maguire each and every time these players beat our high line? You get? So that is something tricky, and this has been reported by Chris Wilder in the FMU. Then, after that, we really came on to tell and see a story that Erik ten Hag plans to keep Harry Maguire. It's Chris Wilder again as one of his central defenders alongside Rafael Varane and Victor Lindelof, even though the captaincy now appears to be in the air. You've heard that. Chris Wilder, let me tell you who this guy is. He's a football writer for Daily Mail and has said Erik ten Hag has no problem with keeping Harry Maguire, but the captaincy appears to be up in the air. Trust me, no sane manager can come at Manchester United and really give Harry Maguire the captaincy, because you are not going to trust him. And we might be here when there is a very good player in Harry Maguire, and what has really halted him from really showing us what he has to his full potential at Manchester United is because of that armband. He feels like he has a lot of responsibility. You get? There are players that cannot handle responsibility. There are players that cannot, like Rio Ferdinand. He was a very good player at Manchester United, but when they really gave him that armband, he really lost it all at Manchester United. That's why you saw to it that they brought in players like Vidic, who are thick-skinned and big-hearted, and they really held that armband. Wayne Rooney too, when he was given the armband, he really felt like a lot had been given to him, and we lost a lot from his game. You get? That is what captaincy calls for. It's not for everyone. Not every good player should be a captain. When you look at the captains of Manchester United, Cantona, Roy Keane, David Beckham, Nemanja Vidic, Patrice Evra was once, Wayne Rooney, Um, then we've had Harry Maguire. To me, I think is the worst Manchester United captain I've ever seen, according to me. Then we had who captained Manchester United? Ashley Young and Jose Mourinho. Paul Ebede Pogba was given the captaincy but was dethroned in there for you, and Paul Pogba went ahead to give us the reason as to why it happened in there for you. So I think Harry Maguire is the worst captain of Manchester United I've ever seen. It doesn't mean that he's a bad player, but to me he's the worst captain. Gary Neville did the job very well for United, and all of us were so much into appreciation mode when they really did this. So that is Chris Wilder. Daily Mail has really come out and said it hangs in the air. Then we go, after saying that it hangs in the air, guess who is in the number one contention to become the Manchester United captain? Erik ten Hag has already had positive talks or conversations with Cristiano Ronaldo. That is Fabrizio Romano. And what does that mean? It means the following. It means that Cristiano Ronaldo will be staying at Manchester United for next season. His focus is on the club and working under Erik ten Hag. So, after news coming out that the captaincy of Harry Maguire is up in the air, meaning that Erik ten Hag does not trust him to be the captain of Manchester United, the story has really come out and told us that Erik ten Hag has held positive talks with Cristiano Ronaldo, and Ronaldo is going to stay at the club and is willing to work with Erik ten Hag 100%. Now, when you look at all that and add up these dots, guess what we are being told? Ronaldo Cristiano was determined to fulfill the remaining year of his contract, but now has doubts with the arrivals of Haaland at Man City and Darwin Núñez at Liverpool. He fears the distance between these clubs and United will grow greater. You get? When you hear all those stories and you combine them together, the other two, leave alone this one I've just put on the screen, the other two that I've read shows you that Erik ten Hag has his trust in Ronaldo. He has convinced Ronaldo to stay, and the only way you will convince Ronaldo to stay is making him the captain of Manchester United, because everyone, when Ronaldo tells him to do something, he won't look back. He has done it for the last 20 years. I saw him at Manchester United at the age of 17, 18. Until now, he's still scoring goals for fun. And no one can really undermine that player who goes by the names of Cristiano Ronaldo, according to me, and what my senses tell me about Cristiano Ronaldo and Andre Santos in there for you. So, when you add all these dots, it shows you that a player who goes by the names of Ronaldo and Erik ten Hag have come to an agreement. When you hear the Collins is making, he's like telling them, please, we're not bringing in signings. This is what the captain is supposed to do. And someone will say, that is indiscipline. No, it's not indiscipline. I can give you examples of United captains who thronged the door of Sir Alex Ferguson when he's not making signings. One of those is Roy Keane. After David Beckham left, and very many other players, he really went to the door of Ferguson, stormed the office, and told him, please, sir, bring in useful players. And when did that happen? I remember that game, we were playing Middlesbrough, and we were beaten by 4-1. United by then, we were playing with Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo, Richardson. We had a player, John O'Shea, Darren Fletcher, Quinton Fortune was still available. Which other players did we have? Paul Scholes were around and Giggs were around, but the team couldn't compete on that level. And the likes of Chelsea had really come in with the monies, and they were really beating teams left, right, and center. Roy Keane storms the office of Sir Alex Ferguson. No, Roy Keane was the captain of Manchester United by then. He tells him, the Ronaldos and Rooney you've brought are not going to really take us to where we want. Sell them and get us serious players who can play ball. You get? That's what Roy Keane did. And that ended his career at Manchester United because he felt for this team. He fought for this team. He felt that I'm really the person responsible for this loss. Even though the other players were responsible for the 4-1 loss to Middlesbrough, he felt like he had to lift it on his shoulders. He always took the responsibility. That's why he got to the office of Sir Alex Ferguson, because the pain was really holding himself, because United had really enjoyed a lot of success way back from 1992. From 1992 up to 2004, I think. 2003 in there. That's when Chelsea came in with the monies and they started to win the trophies. You get? That's what was with Manchester United. That's what a captain should be. Even Wayne Rooney, after Ronaldo left Manchester United, he went to the office of Sir Alex Ferguson and told him, please, get 10 players. Ronaldo has left. He has just won a Ballon d'Or, meaning that we've lost the best player in the world. You get? Now, trust me, if I tell you Harry Maguire, can you storm the office of a manager and really make such claims when you're one of the players who is supposed to be replaced at the club? You can't. Because you know that it's okay, let's just let the manager do his thing, provided I'm starting for United. That's what Harry Maguire is wanting. But a real United captain should be like Cristiano Ronaldo, and I really believe that he's going to be the next United captain, because no murmurings are really going to come out from the club, all the board, all the players, and from the media, that Harry Maguire has been dethroned off the captaincy by Erik ten Hag. Because Ronaldo has captained Portugal for very many years. Ever since Luis Figo retired from this national team, the armband has been with Ronaldo, and Ronaldo has done an amazing job. This is something I'm predicting, and according to what is happening at Manchester United, Erik ten Hag as players will return on the 27th. That is Monday, this Monday, the week that we are starting. I think today is Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days left to see what is going to be at Manchester United. Then we'll be getting the real vibe of who the captain of Manchester United is going to be. The captain of Manchester United has to be making call-outs like this one in there for you, that with the arrivals of Haaland at Man City and Darwin Núñez at Liverpool, Ronaldo fears that the distance between those clubs and United will grow greater. That's what the captain is supposed to do. That's what the captain is supposed to do. Call out every player that is underperforming. Storm to the manager and tell him, please, we need to get players. You have to go to the board, because if at all Ronaldo really sits down the board, they'll understand that he has a reason to go to do that. That's why the changes that have been happening at Manchester United, especially with the swimming pool, with the saunas, with the gyms, and carving to the training ground, have been courtesy of Sir Alex Ferguson, have been courtesy of Ronaldo's return. He was so much disappointed and told the board that, guys, I was here, how many years ago? 12 years, and this is how Carrington was looking. He told them that boilers have been improved, gyms have been improved. Can you really improve this facility to the new standards or the modern standards? And they're really working on it. That's the impact of Ronaldo. And him coming out and calling out the board, he can do it more professionally, especially when he is made the captain of Manchester United. So guys, feel free to go into the comment section, tell me what you think about Ronaldo, next United captain. Maguire dethroned, and his captaincy is up in the air, as no one is so much sure of whether Harry Maguire is going to retain the captaincy, because Erik ten Hag cannot give an armband to a player who is not going to be a regular starter. And I'll be shocked if at all Harry Maguire remains the captain of Manchester United. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked, because all of the managers at Manchester United have come in and really changed that armband. Rooney, I think Mourinho came in, he gave it to Paul Pogba. From Paul Pogba, he gave it to Ashley Young. Then when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in, he left it with Ashley Young. Then he gave it to Harry Maguire. I really believe that Erik ten Hag is going to change the captain of Manchester United, and that captaincy is shifting from Harry Maguire to who? I'm 90% sure. If it's changing, it's going to Cristiano Ronaldo Andre Santos, the GOAT, in there for you. Smash the like button, comment and share, guys. Let's hit this video and let's go to the 10K subscribe mark in there for you. I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning. That been a story for today. A recording that took close to 35 minutes. Oh my God. Is it a gift of the gab that I've got? Hope you guys enjoyed your story, but your reactions are welcome into the comment section below. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly, and I cover you all with the blood of Jesus Christ. And may the likes of Mother Mary cover you and protect you in there for you. I sign out for now. I go by the names of Rokan David. You can as well search for me on all social media platforms. Search for Rokan David. There is our sister channel that goes by the names of Rokani Made Football. It's a YouTube channel that really does other news that is not Manchester United, because this channel is strictly Manchester United, isn't it? And you love it that way. So look no other if at all you want some good news as far as sports is concerned. Good morning. I'm out.